Hello everyone, myself Dr. Sayyid Abrar. Today we will see the apertures of the thorax. It may come as a short note. There are two apertures. Upper one is the known as inlet of thorax or superior aperture of thorax, and lower one is known as inferior aperture or outlet of the thorax. This is the inlet of the thorax. This is the manubrium sternum. These are the thoracic vertebra. This is the first thoracic vertebra. Then this this is the plane of the inlet of the thorax. This upper end of the thorax is known as inlet of thorax, which is a narrow passage. Then the boundaries anteriorly, the aperture, superior aperture is formed by superior border or upper border of manubrium sternum, posteriorly by the first thoracic vertebra. These form the, this is the lateral view. This forms the anterior and posterior boundary of inlet of thorax. On each side, the inlet is formed by inner borders of first costal cartilage and first rib on the both the sides. Then the partition at the inlet of thorax. It is in partition is in two halves, right and left, with a cleft in between. Each half is covered by the fascia known as Simpson's fascia or suprapleural membrane. This may come as a MCQ. Its apex is attached to the tip of transverse process of 7 cervical vertebra, and the base is attached to the inner border of first rib and first costal cartilage. And the viscera passing through the inlet. This is the inlet. Viscera passing through the inlet are trachea, esophagus, apex or apices of both the lungs with the pleura. And the large vessel passing through the inlet are brachiocephalic artery on the right side, left common carotid artery, left subclavian artery. This one is the left subclavian artery. On the left side, right and left brachiocephalic vein. These are the vessels passing through the inlet of the thorax. This is manubrium sternum. This is the first costal cartilage. This is first rib. This is the superior surface of first rib. There is the insertion of two muscles. This is scalenus anterior. This one is the scalenus medius. These are the two muscles. This one is the scalenus anterior. This is the scalenus medius. This is the subclavian vein. This is the subclavian artery. This is known as cervical dome of the pleura. This is the cervical dome of the pleura. This is the part of the brachial plexus. The nerves passing through the inlet are right and left phrenic nerve, right and left vagus nerve, right and left sympathetic trunk, right and left first thoracic nerve. The muscles passing through the inlet are sternohyoid, sternothyroid, and the longus colli. These three muscles are passing through the inlet of thorax. Then applied anatomy. The cervical rib is an extra rib attached to the 7 cervical vertebra. This is the manubrium sternum, this is first costal cartilage, this is first rib. Above this first rib, there is extra rib attached to the 7 cervical vertebra. That is known as cervical rib. It is present in 0.5% individuals. Such rib exert attraction on the lower trunk of the brachial plexus, which arches over the cervical rib. Such person may complain of paresthesia or abnormal sensation along the ulnar border of the forearm. And there are vesting of the small muscles of the hand, which are supplied by T1 spinal nerve. This is the normal hand. This is the hands in the individual of the cervical rib. This is the vesting of the muscle. This is the thenar. Here are the small muscle. These known as thenar muscles. These are the hypothenar muscles. These are the vesting of small muscles of the hand in the person or individual with the cervical rib. And the coarctation of aorta. This is the coarctation of aorta or narrowing of the aorta. That is known as coarctation of aorta, in which the posterior intercostal artery, this one is the posterior intercostal artery, get enlarged to provide the collateral circulation. The pressure of the enlarged arteries produces characteristic notching of the ribs, especially in their posterior part. And there are tortuous intercostal arteries. This is the tortuous intercostal artery which receives blood from anterior intercostal artery. Blood comes from this anterior intercostal artery is a branch of internal thoracic artery. Okay. This blood, it transfers the blood beyond the coarctation. Okay. And this tortuous intercostal artery produces notches in the different parts of the rib. Then the inferior aperture or outlet of thorax. Then the boundaries of outlet anteriorly by infrasternal angle between two costal margins, right and left costal margins, posteriorly by the inferior surface of body of 12th thoracic vertebra. These are the anterior and posterior boundary. On each side, there is a costal margin formed by the cartilages of 7th to 12th ribs. These forms the boundaries of the outlet of the thorax. This outlet is covered by the diaphragm. This diaphragm is the large musculotendinous partition between thorax and the abdomen, also known as thoraco-abdominal diaphragm. Then the structure passing through the diaphragm, there are three large openings. These are the vena cava opening. This is the vena cava opening in the central crus of the diaphragm or central tendon of the diaphragm. This is the esophageal opening just behind the splitting of the right crus of the diaphragm, and this one is the aortic opening behind the median arcuate ligament. This one is the median arcuate ligament. This is the medial arcuate ligament. This one is the lateral arcuate ligament. This is the diaphragm. This is the musculo. This is the muscle. This is the costal part of the muscle. This is the central tendon. Here. And these are there are numerous small openings in the diaphragm, such as for the passage of superior epigastric vessel, this lesser and greater splanchnic nerves, and subcostal vessels. Okay. Then small openings are for the passage of the vessels are the superior epigastric artery, musculophrenic artery, 5 lower intercostal vessels and nerves, subcostal vessels and nerves, sympathetic trunk, greater and lesser splanchnic nerves. Left phrenic nerve pierces the left cupola or left crus of the diaphragm. And this is the very important table. MCQ may come on this table. This is the three large opening. First is the vena cava opening, second is the esophageal opening, third is the aortic opening. Remembered by the mnemonic VOA, Voice of America. Okay. This is the thoracic level. MCQ may come on this level. Vena cava opening at the T8, esophageal opening at the level of 10th thoracic vertebra, and aortic opening at the level of 12th thoracic vertebra. VOA or Voice of America, remembered by the mnemonic T8, T10 and T12 thoracic vertebra. This vena cava opening is in the junction of right and left or central tendon of the diaphragm. This is behind the splitting of right crus. Aortic opening is behind the median arcuate ligament. These are the shapes of these openings. Vena cava opening is quadrilateral, esophageal opening is elliptical, aortic opening is rounded. This is the important structure passing through the vena cava opening is inferior vena cava, right phrenic nerve and lymphatic of liver. The esophageal opening. Not only esophagus passes through the esophageal opening, along with the esophagus, both the vagus nerve and the left gastric vessels passes through the esophageal opening. Number of times in the PG and UG exam, this question is asked. Structure or passing through the aortic opening are remembered by the mnemonic ATA or AAT, aorta, thoracic duct and the azygous vein. Examiner may put as all except structure passing through the aortic opening are all except aorta, thoracic duct and the azygous vein. This table is important as far as MCQ is concerned. The thoracic cavity lodges a single heart with pericardium, two lungs with pleura, blood vessels, nerves and the lymphatics. Rib may be present in relation to the 7 cervical vertebra and first lumbar vertebra. Cervical rib may be the extra rib which produces the abnormal symptoms in the individual. The ribs are the weak at their angles. This is the sternum. This one is the costal cartilage. This is the ribs. These are the vertebrae. This is the angle of rib. These rib are weakest at the angle, or these angle are vulnerable to the injury. Thank you. Thanks for watching.